Hey YouTubers, it's Afro. About 2 weeks ago I did my review of Jupiter Ascending, which I called Where Guys Go to Get More Stupider, Ascending, Part 1. This is Part 2 right here, where I promised I would do a more scientific approach to it. So here goes. I will present today the top 5 non-scientific occurrences in the movie Jupiter Ascending. Number 5. Bees would definitely be provoked to sting you if you fought somebody while in a cloud of them. So, Cain and whatever that other guy's name is would be in serious harm. Number 4. Yes, it explained that the buildings could be rebuilt and the living people's memories could be wiped, but what about all those people who died during the fight? I mean, there were spaceships hitting buildings, explosions going off, cars getting flipped over. Tons of people would have died or sustained very bad injuries from that. Number 3. Cain and Jupiter's bodies could not have survived going through a wormhole in space, as they would have been exposed to negative energy, which is the only way that scientists have seen so far to keep a wormhole open. Number 2. Someone who had grown up breathing Earth's air would not be able to adapt so easily to interstellar air differences. And if there was oxygen-producing technology, it was not mentioned in the film. Even so, when Cain busts into the wedding, why is there no one being sucked into the vacuum of space or gasping for breath? And the number 1 non-scientific occurrence in Jupiter Ascending is Jupiter itself. You cannot build anything on Jupiter without anti-gravity technology, because Jupiter is a gas giant. It is one big ball of gas held together by gravity, except for a molten core or small piece of solid rock deep, deep, deep down. And being a ball of gas, Jupiter's gases are hydrogen and helium, just like the Sun's. Once an explosion went off, boom, no more Jupiter. This is besides the fact that many of the characters get through Jupiter's big red spot, a hurricane blizzard the size of 2 to 3 Earths. Besides that, Cain could, they got through it very easily, including Cain. Cain could not have traveled from the outside of Jupiter to the core in just under 6 minutes. From the surface of Jupiter to the center is about 6.5 Earths in size, which is 51,467 miles. Jupiter is 318 times more massive than Earth. According to my calculations, traveling in a straight line in Juno, the fastest man-made craft ever built, it would take Cain 1 day, 10 hours, and 20 minutes to get from the surface of Jupiter to the core, and Jupiter Jones would have been dead by then. Now, in a car traveling at 100 miles an hour, that for something more realistic, that would take you approximately 21.5 days, somewhere around that number. So nearly a month to get where he got in 6 minutes. That is assuming you go in a straight line and don't get completely destroyed by all the storms raging around you. Another point about Jupiter, it is 162.60 degrees Fahrenheit there. Everything should have been covered in ice. And yeah, there should have been snow coming from everywhere when he was going through those storms. Now, I know I've done a lot of criticism on the movie Jupiter Ascending. I want to put forth A+, something I thought was cool about it. When Cain is thrown out of the airlock, most people would have assumed his head would have exploded like you see in every other movie. But they did it right. If you get sucked out into space and there's no air around, your head won't explode. What will happen is, in about 30 minutes, you are going to run completely out of air and die. During that time, depending upon which side of the sun you are on, you either get roasted alive or you will get frozen to death. But yeah, I did like that. They did that part of the movie right where he gets taken out of the airlock. He would have run out of air pretty dang quickly had that ship not come through just in time. So, there's my scientific review of Jupiter ascending. If you want to ask any questions or tell me I'm wrong, because I would love your input on that, then you can do so in the comments down below. Now, if you just liked this video, because it's kind of informative and stuff, you know, you can just click the like button, because that would be freaking awesome. And, but the best thing of all is if you would give a little of your time, 2 times a week, to just look at my videos, watch them, learn from them, be entertained, laugh from them. And the best way you can do that, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, is to subscribe. Just subscribe and take 2 to 3 minutes, 2 times a week, to be entertained. Well, that's all I've got to say about that. Keep YouTubing, YouTubers, and if you fight the fro, then you really ain't my bro. From here to space, I'm in your face. It's Afro X. See you on Saturday, YouTube.